he eventually said, well, you should be more like Jesus. I said, wait, you mean more like, woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites, you brood of vipers. I'm not going to call Muslims brood of vipers, man. Don't tell me to be like that. And he said, okay, well, he's Lord. He can talk to people like that. You should be more like the apostles. And I said, oh, really? More like the apostle Paul, who said to Elymas the sorcerer, you son of the devil, you enemy of all righteousness. I'm not going to go around calling Muslims sons of the devil. I'm not going to do that. Don't tell me to do that. And he said, well, it's just practically speaking, the culture has changed. I said, do you think Islamic culture is more like your culture in the West or more like first century culture? Because I think it's more like first century culture and how they think and so on. And we just went back and forth. And finally he said, look, there's a book called Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus.
He got you.
Yeah. He said,
checkmate.
Yeah.
You're pinned.
Yeah. He goes, it's about a Muslim who had a Christian friend who just loved him for years. And I thought he'd like, is he like messing with me? Like he's saying, you need to go back to the way you used to be. And so I said, wait, are you joking? You know that's me, right? And he goes, no, I didn't know that. I go, what are the odds of, out of anyone you could tell me to be like, you would tell me to be more like myself?